In front of the home crowd, the Dodgers defeated the Royals 4-2 and wrapped up the series in convincing fashion. It was the Dodgers' third consecutive victory in the series, completing the sweep and improving their season record to 73-48. More importantly, the result allowed the team to maintain its lead in the National League West. Entering the game, the Dodgers handed the starting pitching assignment to Eric Lowar. However, the game quickly began to slip away from the home team as Kansas City struck first. With a runner on second base, Josh Rojas took advantage of the opportunity with an RBI single to give the Royals a 1-0 lead. Falling behind early forced the Dodgers to immediately look for a way to tie the game. In the bottom of the second inning, Mookie Betts stepped into the batter's box and unleashed a powerful swing, sending the ball over the fence for a solo home run. Betts' homer tied the game at 1-1 and quickly erased the advantage the Royals had just created. Betts remained at the center of attention in the third inning, but this time for an unwanted reason. With one out in the third, Betts failed to handle a defensive play, allowing a Royals runner to reach base. Kansas City quickly capitalized on the mistake when Salvador Perez delivered a hit that brought the runner home and gave the Royals a 2-1 lead. The play put additional pressure on the Dodgers, as both of Kansas City's runs had come in the early innings. However, the home team's offense responded quickly once again, and Shohei Ohtani was the player who changed the game. In the bottom of the inning, Miguel Rojas created an opportunity with a well-placed double. The Dodgers immediately had a runner in scoring position, and Ohtani stepped into the batter's box in a crucial situation. After an unsuccessful first at-bat, the Japanese superstar made a clear adjustment in his next plate appearance. Ohtani waited for the right pitch and then unleashed a powerful swing, driving the ball over the center field fence for a 2-run home run. Ohtani's homer turned the game around and gave the Dodgers a 3-2 lead. However, while Ohtani was still celebrating with his teammates, the Royals suddenly made a shocking accusation. The strongest reaction came from pitcher Daniel Lynch. Television cameras quickly captured Lynch repeatedly turning toward the umpire and crew with a visibly frustrated expression. He repeatedly pointed toward the bat Ohtani had just used and demanded that the umpires inspect it immediately. The Royals' pitcher reaction suggested that he genuinely questioned the legitimacy of Ohtani's home run. According to reporters positioned near the field, Lynch appeared not to believe that the distance and power of the home run came entirely from Ohtani's hitting ability. In an audio recording, the Royals pitcher was even heard shouting at the umpires. The distance on that hit was not normal. You need to check immediately to see if there's something wrong. Lynch's statement quickly escalated the situation, as he was not only questioning the hit, but also suggesting that Ohtani might have used an illegal bath. Within seconds, the umpires gathered to discuss the matter. Ultimately, they decided to confiscate the bat Ohtani had just used for inspection. That decision clearly frustrated several Dodgers players. The Dodgers believe the Royals' reaction was more about applying psychological pressure than responding to any obvious sign of wrongdoing. In baseball, a pitcher can certainly be frustrated after giving up a home run, especially when the ball leaves the bat at a very high exit velocity and travels deep beyond the fence. However, immediately questioning a batter after a powerful hit can quickly turn the situation into a major controversy. MLB then initiated its standard inspection process for the bat. Technical specialists began examining a variety of factors, including the barrel, handle, weight, balance, and internal material structure. The goal was to determine whether the bat had been hollowed out, filled with additional material, structurally altered, or modified in any other way that could provide the hitter with an illegal advantage. Throughout the inspection process, the atmosphere at the stadium became particularly tense. Dodgers players waited for the result with visible displeasure, while the Royals continued to closely monitor the umpire's review. The nearly 10-minute delay may have seemed brief, but in a fast-paced game, it was enough to completely disrupt the flow and further heighten emotions between the two teams. Finally, after completing the full review, the umpire and crew announced its official conclusion in front of the players and fans. Ohtani's spell was confirmed to be completely legal. There was no evidence that the barrel had been altered, no unusual material was found inside, and there were no modifications that violated MLB rules. The inspection result meant that Ohtani's home run stood and was completely legitimate. MLB also confirmed that there was no evidence that the Dodger star had used illegal equipment or engaged in any form of technical cheating. The StatCast numbers further supported the conclusion that it was simply an almost perfectly executed swing with enough power and launch angle to send the ball well beyond the fence. After Ohtani was fully cleared, the pressure shifted back toward the Royals. According to the decision that followed, MLB also imposed a financial penalty on the team for making an accusation without sufficient basis and causing a disruption to the game. The decision was viewed as a warning that teams are fully entitled to request an inspection when reasonable signs of irregularity exist. However, if that process is used to pressure an opponent or raise suspicions without sufficient evidence, the team and individuals involved may face disciplinary action. Meanwhile, after Ohtani changed the momentum of the game, the Dodgers continued to apply pressure in the fifth inning. Catcher Hunter Fiducia hit a solo home run, giving the home team a 2-run advantage over the Royals. It was an important run that gave the Dodgers additional breathing room and made it easier for the pitching staff to execute its strategy over the remainder of the game. After a difficult start, Eric Lauer gradually regained his stability on the mound. He limited dangerous contact and did not allow the Royals to score again after the third inning. Lauer continued pitching into the seventh inning and left the mound only after recording 1 out. In total, he completed 6.1 innings and allowed just 2 runs. After Lauer exited, Landon Knack was given the responsibility of protecting the Dodgers' lead. However, the Dodgers reliever immediately faced a difficult challenge. In the 7th inning with 2 outs, the Royals recorded consecutive hits and put the Dodgers in danger of seeing their lead reduced. Knack remained composed, however, and ended the inning without allowing a run. It could be considered one of the most important moments for the Dodgers bullpen in the game. After escaping that threat, Knack remained on the mound instead of the Dodgers turning to multiple other relievers. He handled both the 8th and 9th innings himself. In the end, Knack did not allow the Royals to mount any comeback. He completed 2.22 scoreless innings, successfully preserving the Dodgers' 4-2 victory. Using Knack in that way also helped the Dodgers avoid overworking too many bullpen arms in a game where they already held the lead. Over the course of a long MLB schedule, having a pitcher capable of covering multiple late innings always provides significant value in managing a pitching staff. Overall, it was an extremely important victory for the Dodgers. After a 7-game losing streak had previously pushed the team into a concerning stretch, 3 victories at Dodger Stadium showed clear signs of recovery. For Shohei Ohtani, personally, his 27th home run of the season carried more significance than simply contributing to a Dodgers victory. After several games in which he had not been particularly effective, the homer could help him regain a better feel at the plate, particularly in terms of pitch recognition and making strong contact when given a chance to attack. More importantly, a well-timed home run can sometimes become the turning point that helps a hitter regain confidence and rhythm in the games that follow. If Ohtani continues to show strong pitch selection and produce quality swings like this, it could very well mark the beginning of a more productive offensive stretch. In addition, Ohtani is now just 3 home runs away from reaching 30 for the season. If he reaches that mark, it would be his 6th consecutive season with at least 30 home runs. For that reason, attention surrounding Ohtani will only continue to grow as every at-bat in the upcoming games could move him closer to another notable milestone this season. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with the biggest MLB fan you